What is up, YouTube, man? Welcome back to Tally Sith Reacts. I'm your boy, Tally Sith. I'm going to be a source of entertainment today. Today's video, doing some One Piece, man. I've expressed to you guys in my earlier One Piece videos that I want to start watching One Piece from Season 1, Episode 1, up until what it is, all 1,000, 2,000, billion something episodes. I want to watch them all. It seems like a beautiful show, man. And since I know there's been a bunch of movies and stuff like that, and the new live action thing just came out, and it's the most popular show in the world right now. 87 shows on Netflix, 87 countries. It's number one on Netflix, that show. So we're gonna get right into it, man. In today's video, we're watching the Beginner's Guide to One Piece by Grand Line Review. So yeah, guys, stick with me. Let's go.
Hello and welcome to
Subscribe, bro. If you're on the channel, bro, and you're new here, subscribe to the channel. You like this video, you leave a comment down in the description. And if you want uncut reactions from my other reaction, my movies reactions and all that, make sure you go to my Patreon. The link is in the description. I'm serious. Don't just watch this video, bro. Subscribe
the Grand Line Review, your source for everything One Piece. My name is Liam, and if you give me 10 minutes, then I will change your life. Because if you're watching this video, it probably means that you have a rather annoying friend, family member, romantic partner, or perhaps all three, no judgment here, who has been pestering you to read or watch this thing that is called One Piece.
Yep.
Or maybe you're just a generally curious individual. I'm gonna be honest, it doesn't matter, because you have stumbled upon the ultimate video for your particular situation. Because this is the Beginner's Guide to One Piece. And in a few short minutes, you're going to know if this is the right series for you and how to begin reading or watching if it is. Because for a series that has been running continuously for almost a quarter of a century, yes, it can be confusing, intimidating, and generally off-putting to jump into the deep end on your own. But you're not on your own, because you've got me, and you've also got, the reindeer. The reindeer sitting on a toaster. So let's consider this something of a Santa Claus arrangement, with me bringing you the wonderful gift of One Piece. So let's begin with the general premise. Everything about One Piece essentially boils...
Okay, this is what I wanted to see. I want to see him kind of explain what's going to be going on when I get into this show, So Beginner's Guides hopefully won't spoil much things, but I'm sure I'll have forgotten by the time I start watching the show. I should start watching it maybe in a month from now, so you guys subscribe for that. You're gonna be on this very, very long journey with me, and hopefully we're gonna react to more anime. We're gonna watch stuff like Bleach. I haven't been watching much anime. I've only been watching Dragon Ball Super and stuff like that. But hopefully you can get into some new anime, man, since Dragon Ball Super is gonna be gone until like 2025 when the next season comes out. So hopefully you can watch One Piece in the span of 2024, the whole year. We're gonna dedicate a whole day, a whole week to One Piece, man. Let's go.
Boils down to a global treasure hunt. At the beginning of the series, the pirate king Goldie Roger is executed, but not before stating that he had hidden his treasure somewhere in the world. This declaration sparks a golden age of piracy that eventually sees our protagonist Monkey D. Luffy set out to find this treasure and become the next pirate king. And this treasure is known as the titular One Piece, and it's one of the greatest ongoing mysteries in all of media as we know it. Because while it may initially sound like a big old pile of gold, this story takes a stunning amount of twists and turns, revealing a world, characters, and secrets that we never could have imagined. It really doesn't seem like it at first, but One Piece has everything that most humans look for.
Yo, this dude, bro. Why is he shooting from, bro?
Imagined. It really doesn't seem like...
What is he shooting this blast from? And why isn't his underwear, bro? Look at this.
It at first, but One Piece has everything that most humans look for in an installment of media. Action, adventure, drama, political intrigue, mystery, suspense, comedy, and this uncanny ability to every now and then just completely blow your mind in a way that nothing else could. And
hopefully.
I do think that I'm being quite reserved with that description, because I honestly don't think I've ever met someone who started One Piece and then regretted that decision. It has so much to offer everyone, especially you here watching this video right now. But the biggest problem that you and others face are the various roadblocks to actually starting the series in the first place. The first of which is undoubtedly the rather intimidating length of One Piece. At the time of writing this video, there are over 1,000 manga chapters, and we are rapidly approaching...
I'm not intimidated by the length, guys. I'm not intimidated by the length. I'm not afraid of the commitment. I'm not afraid of it. You know, it's just that I don't want to get invested in it and then like it's something bad. You know what I mean? But hopefully it blows my mind.
1,000 anime episodes as well. And quite frankly, yes, that is a disgusting amount. It's a big time commitment no matter which way you choose to consume the series, because you could take in like 40 other small series during that time. But the way I would describe One Piece is like the difference between walking to the corner shop versus deciding to take a grand journey across the globe. One of them is much more appealing and achievable at the time, and one of them will give you an unparalleled experience and a far greater reward at the end. The thing about length is that yes, it does seem like a lot at first, but once you blast through those 1,000 chapters, you all of a sudden
Once you blast through those 1,000 chapters, bro. You just say that so casually like it's normal, bro. Once you blast through those 1,000, after how long, bro? 2 years?
come to the realization that, oh, that's not quite enough, is it? In fact, it's nowhere near enough. There's a very good reason why One Piece has been running continuously for 24 years, which has made it the second highest selling comic book in world history. The only title still remaining higher is that pesky Superman, and look, we're coming for you, Superman, because we want that #1 spot. There's nothing you can do about it. And it's also because One Piece has a really bizarre and rare ability to appeal to every age demographic. You might think that, like other shonen series, it is intended for a teenage crowd, but according to an internationally conducted demographic poll, less than 25% of fans are in that teenage bracket, and more than 70% are...
Wait, what? 23% of the viewing audience is 10 to 19 years old. Sure, that makes sense. 20 to 67% of us are 20 to 29 years old. So this is a time to be consuming One Piece, really. When you're in your 20s, then 30 to 39-year-olds. Yo, 50-year-olds, bro, where are you?
age between 20 and 40. So One Piece holds a lot more appeal amongst adults than your typical shonen series does. Don't let this goofy art fool you, this series has quite a bit of substance to it. And speaking of, the art is, look, it's a very common roadblock and one which I fully understand. When I first stumbled across One Piece, it took me literally months before I actually gave the series a chance. And it's because I took one look at this crazy rubber mofo and I went, nope, this isn't it, not for me. But I pretty immediately regretted that mindset when I did actually concede and give the series a go. I think the term acquired taste definitely applies with the art of One Piece. I mean,
Okay, question, guys, question. Since you guys watching this reaction video, probably huge One Piece fans already, from how long does it take from like you're watching the show for the show to become addicting? You know, from season 1, episode 1, how many episodes does it take before you're like, yeah, I need to keep watching this. This is the show for me. How long? Leave that down in the comments, man.
some people gel with it instantly, whilst others need time to get accustomed to the style. It's not overly sleek and sexy like your standard anime or manga series, but as time goes on, you realize that this is a very key advantage for One Piece, because it allows the author, Eiichiro Oda, to fully explore his imagination, creating characters and landscapes that no other artist would dare to bring into existence out of fear that it would look too ridiculous. And there is no greater example of how well this is utilized than with the main power system of the series, which is devil fruits. Within this world exists a series of seemingly magical fruits, and if you eat one of these foul-tasting foods, then you will be granted a random superpower. For example, our protagonist Monkey D. Luffy ate the Gomu Gomu no Mi, which turned his body into rubber. Others consumed fruits that gave them the ability to turn into animals ranging from dogs to dinosaurs, even mythical creatures. Meanwhile, some gain the ability to transform into natural elements like sand, ice, and lightning. It really is the luck of the draw with devil.
I want that one for the one where you can turn into fucking animals. I need that one. You see that? See how I got rid of the ad so fast? Like it didn't even exist? Yeah, man. Don't ask me how. Don't ask me how I did that. Don't ask me, bro. Freaking load, bro. What's going on? Oh, I paused it. All right, we're back.
Become mochi, which is a Japanese rice cake. And you wouldn't think that a rice cake could be so.
I was saying before, like, I want to eat the one that allows you to turn into animals. I don't know if it allows you to turn into specifically one animal. I choose to be like, I know there's, I know there's a dude who's a dragon for some reason. I think I turn into if you, sorry, if mythical creatures are allowed, what would you turn into? A griffin, a phoenix? Yeah.
Deadly or so phenomenally cool, but it is. All of which is to say that the wackier the idea or the design, the harder it is likely to hit you in One Piece. There are times when you'll be introduced to, say, a cross-dressing ballerina or a man in a baby outfit, and you'll sit there and go, well, what the absolute crap is this? But mere chapters later, you'll be crying your eyes out at just how hard-hitting their stories are. That is the bizarre juxtaposition of One Piece that you won't find anywhere else. There are other roadblocks, though, a major one being that you may or may not be so keen on the whole theme of the series, which is pirates. And look, I get it, pirates aren't exactly the in thing right now. And being a 31-year-old man, I also need to confess that I have no idea what is the in thing now. I'm very out of the in loop, but arguably pirates never have been the thing during the entire lifespan of One Piece. I guess Pirates of the Caribbean kind of made them cool for a few years, maybe, but only if they look like Johnny Depp. But the key thing about One Piece here is that these are not pirates as you know them. When we think of pirates in the West, we generally cast our minds back to the filthy yar me hearties kind of guys who actually historically never existed. Pirates never said garbage like shiver me timbers and all of that stuff was popularized by assorted fiction. In any case, One Piece casually redefines piracy as we know it. In this series, yes, you will find some of your classical pirates, but you'll also discover sky pirates, fish pirates, cyborg pirates, polar bear pirates, zombie pirates, female pirates, and all sorts of weird and wacky things that seem to take every existing genre of human media and just smush it all together in this piracy-based package. So if you expected the typical Western pirate,
Should forget the pirate that downloads things illegally. That pirate.
then prepare to be pleasantly surprised. That or incredibly disappointed. One or the other, I guess. But even then, the pirates are not everything, and they really only make up about a third of the characters in the series. There are several other key factions, such as the world government.
Dude with the green hair. The dude with the green hair is gonna be my favorite character. I tell you this.
Which explores soldiers, sailors, assassins, even secret 007 style agents, and of course the most important thing of all for a booming fictional economy, businessmen. For example, here's a guy, his name is Big News Morgans, and he is the most successful entrepreneur in the history of the One Piece world. How did a big bird become head of a mega corporation? Well, you'll just have to find out. But how do we find out, you ask? Well, unlike Western comics, One Piece does have a fairly easily identifiable entry point. If you want to read it, then you start with Chapter 1. And if you want to watch it, then you start with Episode 1. Seems simple, yes? But both have their pros and cons. The manga, for example, is much quicker to get through, it has no filler, and the artwork is very consistent. However, it doesn't have any of the fun, atmospheric stuff like voice acting and music. Meanwhile, with the anime, it does give you that immersive experience. However, given that it first started airing in 1999, the early days are a bit dated in terms of art and animation, and closer to modern times there's a fair chunk of filler to sift through, meaning that in general it does take longer than reading, but it all depends on what kind of experience you're after. Sometimes
Yeah, I've been thinking of like doing it like like 4 episodes each reaction. I'm not looking to do like a whole reaction to all 1,000 of them.
And in fact, that's the entire mantra of One Piece. However, because I know that's not going to be a satisfactory answer to a lot of you who are still concerned about the whole length thing, I am now going to give you the Ground Line Review quick and dirty guide to One Piece. And this, I want to emphasize, is for only the filthiest of One Piece fans. This is for people who are super pressed for time or just genuinely impatient. This is designed to give you a condensed experience of about 400 chapters or roughly 350 episodes, all crammed into an 8-hour package. So first you watch a TV special called Episode of East Blue. This condenses the first 100 chapters of the series into a 2-hour experience. It gives you all of the basics regarding our core protagonists, their
I don't think I'm gonna do that. Siblings, man.
dreams and the basic gist of the world.
I don't think I'm not gonna do this. He's trying to give shortcuts. I'm not really want to take shortcuts. Don't worry, guys.
After that, we move on to One Piece Movie 9, episode of Chopper Plus. This is an abridged retelling of the Drum Island arc, and it tells you everything you need to know about this.
But then basically, I don't need to watch the movies. That's what basically they're saying. I don't need to watch the movies. Just watch the show, and I'm done. Hold up. Oh, sorry guys, I keep getting distracted, man.
This here reindeer. The reindeer is both important and adorable, and this is actually one of the better One Piece films, although it does exist in a weird sort of the alternate universe where some things and characters are different, but look, for your purposes, it doesn't matter. After this, we watch One Piece Movie 8, and yes, that's right, we went from 9 back to 8, because that's just how we roll, but this is the episode of Alabasta, another abridged retelling of the first major scale event in One Piece, where Luffy and his crew are thrown into conflict with the Warlord of the Sea, with the lives of an entire country at stake. Very action-packed and very fun. Next on the list is episode of Sky Island, a TV special which goes over all of the major beats of the Skypiea saga, where the Straw Hats sail up into the clouds to explore some very heavenly territory and fight against an almost literal god. And then finally, we land back down onto the Blue Sea with episode of Merry. This TV special retells the Water 7 saga, which is commonly cited by many fans as one of the best story arcs that One Piece has to offer, which sees the Straw Hat crew fractured and needing to declare war on the world government to save the life of their beloved crewmate. So all in all, those 5 films and TV specials add up to just over 8 hours, and I honestly don't think it's the most ideal way to experience One Piece, because you do zoom through events and emotions pretty rapidly, but it's still a great way to sample the world and the characters and to know if you do indeed want more, all in a very time-efficient manner. And if you do want more, then whether you're continuing with the anime or the manga, you'll want to start with the Thriller Bark saga, which picks up immediately where episode of Merry left off, and I believe that starts at chapter 442 or episode 337, respectively. But even with that gigantic leap forward, there's still a lot left to experience. In fact, you won't even be halfway through the series at that stage. But believe me, that's a very good thing. But what if you've got no time for any of this nonsense? What if you just want to jump straight into One Piece somehow, without even needing to put those 8 hours in? Well, to be honest, I think that you are quite demanding. However, I'm going to help.
Okay. I've made up my mind. We're gonna watch it from season 1, episode 1, chapter 1. So if you guys want to see that, subscribe. It seems very interesting. Alabasta. I didn't know that that's how they got their powers. You know, that Luffy got, everyone gets their powers from these plums. But then there must be more than one person who has the power of stretchiness, right? How could it be just Luffy if everyone's eating the same plum, one of 3 plums, right? I don't understand, but we're gonna see when we start watching it ourselves. No spoilers down in the comments, guys, but yeah, subscribe, and we'll see you next time on Tally Sith TV.